Scarlett, tomorrow is a very special day. It's May the 4th, right? This is official.
Why is that special?
This is official Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. It's kind of the joke. Like, may the Force be with you.
Yeah. No, I've heard that.
And so, to celebrate, I'm going to explain Star Wars, something that you've never watched.
Yeah.
To you in NBA terms.
I do want to say I watched the first original one, but but when I was very little, and I got very scared because of the snake in the garbage dispenser, and that was it for me.
It's not a snake. Actually, it's very interesting. That creature has feelings and was actually trying to help them.
Really?
But yeah, there's a whole backstory.
I didn't swim in a lake for like years because of that.
Yeah, no, it's a whole backstory. Okay. But all right, so you watch Star Wars, you know who Darth Vader is. It's like when the American Film Institute's #1 villain of all time.
Yeah, the bad guy.
Yes, I guess you're trying to do his breathing. Yeah. He was actually this Jedi named Anakin Skywalker, who was the most gifted of them all, the chosen one. And then he fell to the dark side, and he became Darth Vader, and he killed all the other Jedi. And then at the end, he has a redemption. I like to think of him as Michael Jordan, the greatest one, right? The greatest ever. He was.
Even though he was a bad guy?
Well, I mean, Jordan was kind of a villain, right? But then
I took that personally.
Right, exactly, right. So then the guy that changes Darth Vader and helps him redeem himself at the end is Luke Skywalker. That's his son. His son comes and says, I still see good in you.
Right.
And he's the new chosen one, basically. The one who becomes the face of the franchise over Anakin Skywalker or whatever. So my Luke Skywalker is Anthony Edwards.
Oh.
Right? He's going to bring balance to the Force.
Yep.
He's going to bring the MVP back to the United States.
Yes.
And also, he might be Michael Jordan's son.
They look so much alike.
It's so weird.
They look so much. Oh, wow. Look,
there he is.
He looks nice.
On Tatooine.
Is that a Jedi outfit?
Yeah, well, that's what Luke Skywalker's outfit.
Does it have a name?
What he wears?
Yeah.
No, just like his robes or whatever. Luke Skywalker is a farm boy. He grew up in the middle of nowhere, raised by his aunt and uncle.
Oh,
all right.
classic.
So next up, we've got, there it is. Oh, there it is. That's the scene from Return of the Jedi.
Oh, wow.
Dad and son together again.
This is all making a lot of sense because these are names and concepts I've heard for a long time. Darth Vader was good eventually?
Well, at the end.
Oh.
Like on his deathbed. So I
happens
guess
to a lot of people.
Anthony Edwards goes to the Hornets one day.
Like Magnolia.
All right, next up, we've got General Grievous. Now, General Grievous was from the prequels. This is before the stuff that happened before the Star Wars that you watched.
Yeah.
He was the leader of the Separatist droid army. It was an army of just robots. And he himself was like half robot, half dude, really big, like tall, had multiple arms.
Really?
Yeah, but constantly had like this chronic cough.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was always sick and getting hurt, and he was kind of cowardly. He'd run away, and whenever the battles would get too thick.
I feel like I can guess where you're going with this.
Joel Embiid.
Oh.
Joel Embiid. He's always suffering.
Wait, that's what he looked like?
Yeah. Well, beyond the Embiid face, but yes.
He looks like a drone.
Yeah, like I said, he kind of looks
like a big, tall, standing up drone.
Standing up drone, absolutely. And like General Grievous, he always suffers embarrassing defeats and is limited by his health.
General Grievous he has grievances.
A lot of the Star Wars names are like, they're getting at that, right? All right. Next up, we've got Grogu. So this is a new one. The Mandalorian. You know this show. It's a big show, and everybody loves Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's name is Grogu, right? But he is this very young, gifted, talented baby, basically, right?
Okay.
And it's like, wow, you could see this baby is immensely powerful, and he doesn't even know what he's doing. Imagine if he gets trained. Imagine if he learns how to do this stuff for real. So that's Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, wow. That's a good one. I mean, wait.
He's kind of an alien. We don't know where he's from.
Wow.
And
yeah,
he doesn't even know what he's doing right now, and he's already incredible.
Oh, my God. And he will become taller, maybe even.
Maybe he'll get taller.
He can still grow. I didn't know Baby Yoda had a name.
He can still grow, Goo.
And
there it is. All right. So this next one is really interesting. It's Lando Calrissian and Han Solo. These are two guys that were frenemies.
Okay.
They're friends. They rode together, and then Han eventually broke off and started doing his own thing. And so Lando's kind of like, they're still cool, but it's like, oh yeah, I've grown out of your shadow. Have you heard of the Millennium Falcon? Big wide.
You have a Lego replica of that.
My kids do.
Well,
but I help. But so that used to be Lando's ship.
Okay.
But then Han Solo won it in like a card game. So I was trying to think of like two guys that used to be together but are kind of apart, but they're probably cool with each other. But also like there's probably a little bit of a rivalry there.
Yeah.
I went with Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson.
Oh, that's good because people thought he was in Luka's shadow. They were like, the Knicks overpaid for him, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. So Luka, in this case, is Lando Calrissian, and Jalen Brunson will be Han Solo.
Wow. Luka Calrissian.
Yeah, there you go. Also, I know what all you racists are thinking. Oh, you thought Luka Doncic was white, he was going to be Han Solo, and Jalen Brunson's black, he's going to be Lando Calrissian. Think again.
Wow, I didn't even know there was a...
Yeah, there's a race
There's a race element to that, but look how cute they are. Yeah. I bet they're still friends.
I hope so.
I think so. I really do. I think they're probably still cool.
All right, this next one is really good. Darth Maul.
Yes. What on God's green earth is Darth Maul?
Okay.
I've heard Darth Maul. Is that the red mask?
Yes, the red and black.
I'm like, we had Darth Vader. We had
Darth is a term.
Like Darth Ami?
Lord. Yeah, it means Lord in the Sith culture, right? Like when you become a Sith master or Sith apprentice or whatever, you get a title. You change your name. So Anakin Skywalker becomes Darth Vader. Count Dooku becomes Darth Tyrannus. We'll get to some other ones. And Darth Maul, as actually his name was Maul, so he didn't have to change his name. He just added the title Darth, right? But he was the main bad guy, Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious's apprentice, right?
Okay.
And this dude is a badass, right? A badass, but he's kind of like Sisyphus in that he's constantly pushing this rock toward the top of the mountain, but it never actually gets to the top. So everyone thought he was dead. He ends up alive and he rebuilds himself and terrorizes his entire galaxy, but he never gets to the point that he wants to get at, which is either revenge or power.
Okay.
It's never quite there. And that's Jimmy Butler.
Oh, I was going to say maybe James Harden.
No, it's Jimmy Butler. You think he's dead. He's not dead. He comes back and he starts bullying everybody. Gets almost to the mountaintop a couple of times, but just can't get over the top because he's destined to just not be good enough. And
he has sort of a wicked side.
Oh, yeah.
He's playful and fun, but he will let you know. Was Darth Maul bad?
Darth Maul is bad.
Okay.
But also he's kind of funny.
Sort of funny.
He has one-liners and stuff.
Okay.
He also went through a period where he was like legitimately insane. So
okay.
That also tracks.
Is he? Yeah.
All right. Okay, so now we're getting to the good stuff. So the new trilogy that came out, the Disney one that came out the last few years, whatever, there's a character named Kylo Ren. Kylo Ren is the grandson of Darth Vader.
I have also wondered who that was.
He is the grandson of Darth Vader. He's the son of Princess Leia and Han Solo, right? Oh. And Kylo Ren, his name is Ben Solo. Ben Solo was growing up, and he was being taught to be a Jedi by Luke Skywalker. And it looked like, okay, they're going to bring back the Jedi Order. This kid is good. He's very gifted. He's talented. And then he gets seduced and falls to the dark side and becomes the leader of the bad guys. He's awful. And it's like everyone's like, yo, you're supposed to be the chosen one. You're supposed to be the one. Like everyone thought you were going to be that guy. And instead, you've let everybody down by being a villain. He's Ja Morant.
Oh, no.
Now, the good news for Ja is that Kylo Ren also gets redeemed at the end. So,
is that Adam Driver?
That is Adam Driver. And that is Ja Morant.
I don't know how I know. Yeah, he looks
just
great.
like that.
Yeah.
Just like the Adam Driver right there.
Yeah.
All right. So that means this brings us to kind of the end game of all of this.
Okay.
Right? So Emperor Palpatine, Darth Sidious, I mentioned him a little bit earlier. He was the bad guy in the first 6 movies, basically. And then we thought he died, but then Disney said, you know, it would be cool if we brought him back. So they brought him back for the last one. It turns out he was pulling all the puppet strings from beyond. Everybody hated him as the emperor. He was a really bad guy, but also, and put a lot of bad people in charge, but also kind of there are people who like reminisce on, the galaxy was safe and secure when he was in charge.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Who is this?
David Stern. Tyrant, but
people miss him.
got shit done. The spaceport ran on time, that so to speak.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Which leads us now, the main bad guy in the first 2 movies of the new trilogy is a guy named Snoke. They end up telling us that Snoke was basically a clone of Darth Sidious, but here's the fun part. Like, Snoke is the big bad villain in the first one, and midway through the second one, controversial, spoiler alert, earmuffs if you plan on watching it, he gets killed. And the person who kills him is none other than Kylo Ren.
Oh, my God.
Even though he's also bad or whatever.
Yeah.
And that means that Snoke is Adam Silver.
Wait.
Yes. Adam Silver.
Kylo Ren is Ja?
Ja Morant. Yep. Yep. That's how you do it. May the 4th be with you.